Hi, everybody, and welcome to Spirituality Gone Wild. I am Debbie G, and we are resurrecting this evening one of my favorite all-time moments. That's called Spark the GVIBE Sunday. And I have some spectacular, incredible people here tonight. And I have someone who all of you have seen pictures of, but haven't met him live yet. And he's my hubby, Joe. So I'm going to bring Joe Sliker up to the screen. Joe.
Hi, baby.
Hi. And we have some really exciting news today. We had this big thing happen where we had to go to the hospital and get a CAT scan, and Joe's going to talk about that. But before that happens, I have a few other people to bring up to the stage. Spirituality Gone Wild, we're coming up on our 5th year, which is really exciting. And one of the things that I've always loved to do is just do a free-for-all, let it roll, see what happens. We're going to be doing readings tonight. We're doing healings. We're doing whatever is called. So if you're watching this, share it out. And if you're watching this, put into the chat, what kind of a question would you like answered? Anything goes, just anything goes. But without further ado, I'm going to bring up our beautiful one and only John Thaddeus Fiore.
What's up, guys?
He is an angel messenger. He is an EFT practitioner. He is a divine messenger. And actually, John and I met long ago. John sent me a message and told me to basically keep doing what I was doing. Don't stop that. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, just do that. And I'm thinking, and right at the moment he sends this to me, I'm sitting there going, do I really want to do this? Because putting myself out there and people and judging and all of this. And here comes John. And it was just awesome, incredible. And John, I can't thank you enough.
You know what that was about, Deb? I said, you were, look, I had seen a lot of lives before the strokes. I stroked in 2018. So that's 4 years ago. And if you say you're at this for 5 years, so you're about 2017 when you started. What I noticed about Spirituality Gone Wild is that you were bringing on, and I can't remember exactly what every guest did, but they were from every walk of life.
Yep.
And what the theme of that was that you were trying to show the world that everything is spiritual, everything, and everything is to be embraced and appreciated. And that went from shoveling shit against the tide, flipping hamburgers.
Doesn't matter. It's all spiritual.
Right. The point was that it didn't matter what you did, that you were a divine spiritual being. And you treated each of your guests equally with respect. I don't care if they were noted mental health professionals or otherwise. And that caught my eye. And my mindset was that, keep going. We need more of that, because that's the way, as us three, we three, and even see Meagan, and we're all followers of the stream, and we subscribe to the same mindset that everything is divine and sacred. So that was the theme that I saw that you were putting down there, putting out there, and I'm saying, yes, we need more of that, and because everything is compartmentalized in this world.
That's right.
If you're not a spiritual guru, you can't discuss matters about this stuff.
No.
That was limiting beliefs, right?
Totally. Well, I gotta just say, and I want to get more, but I want to bring up our other guest, John. But here's the thing, in life, you get an opportunity to see the grace and glory and beauty of our Creator within each of us. Right now, somebody from high school is asking me a question. Do I still believe in Jesus, your Lord and Savior? I certainly do. I certainly believe in Yeshua. and the glorious teachings he brought to this earth, and the fallacy that religion has done to his name, the things that were defiled. So the true believing of what my belief system is that we are all one love. We are all here in unity for each other, especially as the times are trying. And through us, may we all walk even a little bit as Yeshua did on this planet. Now, without further, and tonight we are going to be doing readings, and we are going to be doing healings and energy work. So stick around if it's your gig. If it's not your gig, it's all good. See you in the hood. I'm going to bring up a fantastic person right now. I'm bringing up some people right now that were there for me in a time. It was just unbelievable. Da 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 da. And without further ado, we're going to bring Meagan might go up to the screen.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey.
I love the rock and roll intro. Thank you.
Well, you know what? It's like rock star city in the house tonight. I've had personal sessions with you, and by golly, are you just on point with all of your guidance, and the confirmations are just incredible, and I love them. But what I love most is your will. That's just how you show up, and I love that you've experienced things in this life that have given you some insight to how to do this human thing, just maybe a little bit easier. And that's really what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be sharing our thoughts on what can we do to make this human thing a little bit easier. So Meagan, I'm going to call you Meagan just because it's easy.
That works for me. You can call me C or Meagan, whichever.
I can call you C or Meagan. I can just call you Twinkle Fairy. So maybe that's what we all just need, some names.
Just don't call us late for dinner.
Twinkle Fairy.
Right.
I'm we're sparking the GVIBE. Did I mention that tonight? We're sparking the GVIBE.
Sparking the GVIBE, yes.
Welcome.
Gratitude vibe.
Or God vibe or good vibe or whatever vibe that it might be floating in your life, whatever vibe you want. In fact, we're here to remind everybody of your greatness. And if you've forgotten who you are, you've forgotten your greatness because that's just what happened for you and it's not working for you anymore, you're going to probably hear something tonight that might help you remember your greatness.
Yes.
Now I have one more. Lizzie, I'm onto you, girl. I'm just onto you right now. And she disappeared. Oh my God. She's here, just not on camera yet. Sam Page is in the house. And I love this. Sam, if you want to come on with us, I'll pop you a link over with StreamYard. I'll pop you a link and you can come on and chit chat with us. And I'm going to introduce our last guest really quickly, and then we're going to start getting into some fun stuff. I'm just going to pick one. Ready, set. Of course, because it's got that sensual vibe like this young lady does. It's got that vibe. Lizzie has that vibe. She's got that essence when she comes into the room. And she's disappeared on me again. Okay, I'm not lying. She really does. Just thought I'd tell you all. Seriously. I was like all getting into the moment right there. Did you feel me on that?
Yeah.
John, spark that GVIBE. What the heck?
I've got so much going on that I can't even stay in the room.
Welcome all the way from New York, Lizzie.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Lizzie, girl.
My love.
Hello, welcome.
Meagan, do you know Liz?
I do not know Liz yet.
You do not? Well, meet Lisbeth. She has been one of our longtime partners with Spirituality Gone Wild, and so is John, and so are you. So it's about time you all meet. Is your camera coming on or no, Missy?
In a little bit. I happen to be behind the wheel, so we'll take a minute on that. But I'm so happy to meet you, Megan. And it's nice to see you, Joe and John. I love you.
Hi,
and
honey.
Debbie, I love you too, guys.
I love you, baby girl. So listen, tonight I first want to start with a big, huge, giant appreciation factor. I'm going to spark the G-Vibe in my own home right now. So Joe Sliker is my husband. You guys all know how proud I was. I was proud and single for a long time. Was I not proud and single?
Mm-hmm.
A very long time. I was so shocked when I found out you were married. I think I had a question like a lot for a minute there.
Did somebody invade Debbie's body? What happened?
I thought maybe you got abducted out in the desert by some aliens and something happened. You know what I mean?
You're on to me.
Drop me back in as a slaver. So, all right. So y'all, so check this out. I meet this great man, a wonderful man, and I just adore him. And I believe me, he's with me. You know, I give him shit. It's just my thing. I love that about me. John.
Just a quick note to Joe. God bless you, man.
Yeah, Joe.
Love you, baby. So check this out. All right, y'all not going to believe this. So he goes and he gets this ultrasound because he's got this little thingy on his tummy and it's been there and whatnot. So we get the test results back in and he's got a 3.5 centimeter abnormal mass, solid abnormal palpable mass. And I'm like, what the hell? You know, like that's not what we want to be seeing, along with some other things. And it wasn't very pretty. So, and it's a little painful. So I said today, well, I've got to do stuff anyway. Let's just go to the doctor. So I reach out to the group here, right here, everybody that you see. And I said, you guys, can we get some prayers going and some healing energy and vibrations going? Because we got a thing to deal with and we don't know what the thing. And so there you go. Joe, what happened when you got your test results from the CAT scan? Because they did a CAT scan based on the results from the ultrasound because it was warranted. And what did they say? This happened today.
Yeah, CAT scan with contrast. So they put some liquid in my veins so they could see better. And the doctor said, I have good news. You just have a small hernia that's only 1.5 centimeters long, and you're good. Go home. We'll talk about it in a few days when your regular doctor gets back to work, and don't worry about it. You're good. So, wow. Pretty amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, if you don't mind, I wanted to ask you that question.
Yeah.
When you found out you had that mass, when you were told you had a 3.5 centimeter mass,
yeah.
What was going through your mind, and how did you deal with that?
Well, you know, because you had stated that question, you know, a couple of minutes before we actually went live, I had a moment to think about it. And you guys got to realize Debbie and I just literally got back from the hospital 5 minutes before we came on. I was just washing blood and stuff off my arm from the IV and stuff being in there, and sat down and here we are. So there's a lot of emotion still going on. And, but you know, I want to think that I'm good with life to this point. I'm good with what happens next. I know that there comes an end. But I got to be honest, I'm not ready for it yet, you know? So, I was scared. But I also wanted to be prepared for whatever the news might be. So if it meant that, you know, the end was coming and I needed to make some decisions based on that, then I was trying to be strong and think about those thoughts. But I also wanted to think positively, because I don't want to just throw in the towel until, you know, well, never really. But so just a lot of things thinking about your kids, and we're thinking about buying this house that's coming up that next week we're supposed to hear news back
It's
about.
a ranch. Can I tell you, it's not a house, it's a ranch.
Oh, wow.
And what are we going to do about that now? And all of this.
Well, I want to pop
crazy
in. Listen, it wasn't just because of the mass, though. Joe has a healing liver right now.
Yeah.
That at one time wasn't as good as it's even as or is going to be.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pop that in, and combined with a couple of those with the ultrasound, there was a lot of cause for concern here. Yeah, it wasn't that we took a deep dive into Deathville and thought we'd open up the grave and say, "Shall we jump?" It was more like just wait a minute. With all these factors here, this looks a little scary. So big shout out to Allie. Hey, I see you, sweetheart. Don't worry. We're hanging out tonight. We're resurrecting right now. We're resurrecting. I want to mention to everybody, we have cards and we do have fun for you, the audience, as soon as we get reacquainted with our own selves. So, okay, Joe.
Yeah.
So now that
Hey,
that's
Dad,
over,
I just wanted to let you know that.
Yes, baby.
Jeb, can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know. So when I saw about the good thoughts and the prayers and what have you, I thought to myself, I said, what's going on with Joe? And I spoke to my God, and he immediately told me it's going to pass just like a bowel movement. That's exactly what I heard.
Wow.
And I really didn't give it another thought until I saw what you wrote in the thing. And I knew that I should have probably reached out to you at the time and said something, but I was cleaning and I didn't have the chance to do that. But I'm glad that it passed and went. And I'm wondering, did you have a bowel movement, Joe?
Well, between the ultrasound and the CT scan, yes, I did. So maybe.
There you go.
My Lord is always right. I love him. Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, there you go. It just, sometimes you just got to take a shit. I don't know. Sorry. I said that.
Anything goes.
Lizzie, I swear to God, I love you.
Anything goes.
Woo! So, yes.
No, but that's
God is good. The Lord is
legitimately
good.
what
That's
I
great.
heard. It's going to pass with the
It's cutting out, baby girl.
Yeah.
It's cutting out.
bowel movement. That's exactly what I heard.
Works for me.
Well, what I know is that that prayer works, and our thoughts. And actually, I walked out and I'm just going to be honest with y'all, because I walked out and I said, Joe, I think you just shifted realities. I think you just shifted your reality.
Can you hear me?
That's exactly what I believe. I can hear you now. I can. So let's go quantum a little bit on this. Let's go quantum. Let's talk about jumping and changing our vibration and our frequency and actually experiencing what we perceive as spontaneous healing. Are we perceiving, what are we actually seeing? A shift of our reality. I'm going to believe that it's probably a shift of the reality, because I walked out, my reality was like, good Lord, I need to stop tripping on anything that's not worth tripping on. In fact, I just need to stop.
Yes.
Life's too short. This was a giant rude awakening that, we're in this to have fun and to enjoy, and healing trauma and doing all that shit's great and fine and dandy. But let me tell you, life is meant for fun. And there is no better way to heal trauma than to step into some fun. So I love that. But what I would like to know is, John and Meagan, and myself and Lizzie, are you in the space to continue doing that healing? And for everybody that's in the audience, would you like to join with us? And we'll just do a 5-minute meditating, guided by John, guided by Meagan, guided by myself, guided by Lizzie, and those watching for Joe and for anybody else that's got anything at all going on in their life that they just want to feel some gentle peacefulness about. So how does that sound?
Sounds beautiful.
Good deal.
Anybody here? Deb, Joe, C. Do you? I have a special intention that I'd like everyone to focus on, and please feel free to type in the chat. My son Anthony is going through some contrast.
Okay.
C knows on a personal level, and so I'd like him to be included in that healing intention. And you guys feel free to speak up and say, and to bring to the light anything that you would like some healing for.
Absolutely. I would like to include my dog Meagan, who's right back there. You can't really see her, brown dog in a brown chair, but we had a little bit of contrast, and thank God she's still here, and things are different, and I may need to, but I truly feel, and I'm positive that she's has a complete healing. But at the moment, the reality is like I'm looking for something to help me to hold her back end up when I walk, so she can walk properly again. But the doctor gave me like the final option. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I'm taking my dog home. Goodbye now. She's fine. I'm dedicated to her. But anyway, the point is, I'm sorry, I'm still a little bit scattered about it. But when I stopped and sent healing to myself and to her, and I had some good friends send me healing as well, so I would calm down and send her, because she's the love of my life. I mean, I love all my animals, but and then I just started seeing it from a whole different perspective. Debbie, like what you were just saying, I started seeing it like, oh my gosh, she's still here, and now we get to spend more time together, and I intentionally have to focus on her more. I can't even get absorbed in my work without paying attention, because I have to go over and give her water or help her to do something. And so honestly, I just feel so grateful. Because in my life, cancer that I had that I was diagnosed with was my greatest teacher. And this is another great teacher. And I appreciate her for volunteering to be part of this. And I am ready for, I know she's totally healed. I know it. I see it. And anyway, so I'm sorry to make this so long, but I really just want to bring Meagan into our healing.
Be sorry about
as well as Anthony, of course. Yes,
absolutely.
And Debbie, because you've been going through, you must be, I imagine, going through a lot of emotional feelings, worrying about Joe. So.
Well, I appreciate that, and I apologize, Joe. Let me acknowledge what you just said there, because you said something very important. And that was within the appreciation of life where it sits and life where it's at now. Life with what you have, not with what you're going to get. There's no win and win, W-I-N. I keep saying this, in W-H-E-N. There's no win and win.
I like that.
So I love where you are at. And it is a blessing to us all to hear this, to hear how do you do that? I went in, I told Joe, I didn't pray for something else. I said, gosh, I appreciate him. Wow. And I didn't beat myself up for the times I haven't appreciated enough. I said, wow, thank you for the opportunity to recognize where I can improve. Thank you, where I can improve our relationship starting now. Not Monday morning, when after the weekend. You know how we start everything on Monday morning? I don't know why that is. It just is. So anyway, Joe, please.
Oh, thank you, honey. I just wanted to say that, we focused a lot of attention in our home the last couple of days on me, but my wife, Debbie, has been going through some stuff too lately, and we won't get into that unless she wants to, but
go for it. Go for it.
But she's definitely needs some healing, love too, and just just with, I think, some female stuff with hormones and
What hormones? Oh my God.
and she has an iron deficiency issue, and so just a bunch of stuff that's not keeping her at 100%, and we're working through that too. So I didn't want to forget about that either. So
Thank you. And I'm really appreciating that too. What I will tell you is that the iron issue has been resolved. I've had iron infusions. The hormone thing, well, how do you make a hormone? You don't pay her. I don't know what the hell to say. Just John. I was wondering when that was going to hit you.
My Fiore just almost missed that joke.
I know he did.
He doesn't miss anything.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna go into that meditation. I swear to God. And by the way, I still want to talk about quantum healing.
Can I just put out there just a little bit of love that I could definitely enjoy and reap some of the love that we all push around, that I always like to keep my mom in our thoughts and our prayers, and that she continues to maintain and be the best she can be. And I really would love some teeth, and that would make my world so much better. And I'm on a journey to find teeth, and I will. And it'll get better. I know it will. It just takes a little bit of time to figure out what the best options are. And I've learned that I need to start appreciating what I am, not what I want to be.
Beautiful.
So well said, Lizzie. So well said.
Beautiful, baby. You know what I love, Liz? What I love, Lizzie, is that you recognize and understand and know the preciousness of right now, especially when you have elderly parents or whatnot, or anyone in your life that you're caregiving. I'm going to take a minute and just step into this space right now and allow. One of the things I know when we start going through healing, it comes out and it releases. So let's start with some breath. Yeah. Breath is our life force. It's the first thing that we take when we enter this world, and it's the last thing that you take when you leave. That deep appreciation for the air that enters our body. I'm just really grateful and honored to be here with everyone, holding this infinite space of love.
For those, what would you want to say, Deb?
I was going to ask you to take over.
No, I just wanted to say, if for those, everybody's got their way of praying, their own way of sending loving prayer or whatever. For those people that may find difficulty in learning how to do it, okay, you can imagine a color that you would perceive. First color that comes to you when I say the word love. What would that color be? You don't have to say it out loud, anybody. But whatever that color is, you can use that color and transmit it to the person. And that's how I send healing. See, you might do it different in trance healing. Sometimes I tap. Many times, all I have to do is think of the color blue, and I send it to whomever needs it. And that's how I do it. But it gives people something they can, as a tangible thought. Okay, most of us can think of a color and send it. Okay, and you could do it that way. That would be an older traditional hypnotherapeutic way of transmitting love, but you can do it by thought, by energy, by any way you see fit. But it's a way that some people can adopt. It's something I use. So in this moment, I'm going to be sending blue love to all of you for all of your intentions, and just be open to receiving it.
Meagan.
That was the color I was seeing too. That was the color I was seeing. Doesn't surprise me. Telepathy. So I'm feeling it's always now. It's never too late to appreciate those we love. Like the wake-up call, Debbie, that you were experiencing, and the wake-up call that I'm experiencing. And thoughts went through my mind like, oh, maybe I wasn't a good enough mother. What if I didn't pay enough attention when I was busy or whatever? And none of that matters, because the people we love, the animals that we love, they're still here. And if they're still here with us in the physical, that's now. And even if they're in spirit, that's still now. And we can always be present and just appreciate where we are. I just want to share this card that came up as we were going live. It's Soul Family. Sorry, I may not pick up the details, but it says, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Our gathering today, this is our card, Soul Family.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow.
And that's not just those of us on camera. That's those of you who are watching and connecting with us, because this is an energetic connection. And so it's a gathering of all of us. The energy is very strong. Can you feel it?
Yes.
Oh, it's delightful. I've got a card of abundance.
That's beautiful. I love her.
Yeah. And the divine feminine. And what just flew on the floor is balance, but I'll have to bend over.
Off kilter.
I'm just like, of course it comes out, balance. And balance is really important. I mean, I don't know if there's such a thing as too much self-care, but hey. So I want to do a shout out to the audience right now. Listen, if you have any questions for any of us, in fact, all of us will take your question. How about that? We'll all take it. So just type your question into the chat. If you just want to make it a general overall, we can take it at that. If you just want energetic healing, put your name into the chat and ask for a prayer. I want to actually ask Lisbeth to give us some words next. Lizzie.
Hey, Deb.
Hi,
hey, everybody. Meagan, I just want to let you know that I was just told that your baby, your puppy, your dog is in the greatest care, and God could never have given that baby to someone else and have gotten as good care. You were chosen to have that baby.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so your care is exactly what your care is supposed to be, no more, no less, so it is exactly that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Our babies, our fur babies.
Wow.
Lizzie, I love that, honey.
Start choking me up with that stuff. Okay.
I feel it so deeply.
We're gonna just.
Sorry, I don't. I love to. I mean, I try to. It's joyful, right? It's not sad. It's awesome. It's what he created us for, is for these family type moments. Like I consider, many my tribe, but it's all my family. You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't know. Some of you as well as others, but John could call me or Debbie could call me. And, if it's anything other than me going across the state, I'll do everything I can, you know what I mean, for these people in my life, because they're family to me, you know what I mean? So that's what that That's what that comes down to. And I think it's a great circle that we have. And I appreciate it.
Beautiful.
You're singing music to my heart, because my greatest joy is this platform. Our family is not necessarily who we're brought through in our bloodline with. Our family isn't always. Family is in that person that looks into your eyes with kindness, or family is the person that's there for you just because. And I remember being single and alone. Maybe that's why I did this. Maybe because I needed you guys more than you ever knew. Maybe that's the truth. I love you so much. And this platform and community, there is nobody out there that ever should feel that there isn't somebody that cares about them, because I do. And we do. And you're important, for fuck's sake. Damn it. Stop thinking you're not. Let me just put it out there to you all straight. You're fucking important. Do you hear me? Put it into the chat. I'm fucking important.
That's
I mean,
when I met you and John, I'd say almost 4 going on 5 years ago now, it has to be, that I was in such a dark time. I was trying to keep tabs on my mom, and she was constantly trying to escape my house, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I've got 2 teenagers that are trying to enjoy life. And, you know, I had a not very healthy marriage going on, and I had to take care of my dad as well. And there was so much on my plate, but there's one thing that always gave me peace and gave me a little bit of me time. And that was coming on and speaking with you guys, because you understood me and I understood you. We spoke the same language, and it really makes a huge difference that if I'm having a day where things are like too much for me, I can reach out to John or Debbie and be like, hey, do you understand what I'm saying? And you will, not just to say you do understand, like you really do understand what I'm saying or where I'm coming from, and vice versa, you know, and it just makes things so much nicer to know that you have a group of people or you have a place that can make you really feel like home.
Absolutely. Baby, you are it. You are home. I love you so much. Now, check it out. I do see you. I love Lizzie. That's it, straight up. And I want to recognize Kaylee, who is in the audience right now. And I see you have a question. And hi, Catherine. How you doing? Sugar Bee, what's up? And Allison. Allie says, I'm fucking important. There you go. Right there. Just damn it. She's owning it. She's owning her stuff. Period. And I just, before that we go into the question that's been asked, and I just want to know from Joe, what's coming up for you? What would you like to share before that we step into some more fun?
I think that just, you know, when you go through a health scare like that, you hear it all the time, but I think it's important to remember that, and it certainly was for me today, that all the small shit doesn't matter, you know? It really doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a little emotional.
You know, of course, Joe. And yeah, I just feel so strongly that when you got that news and you were telling me you were going through all these range of emotions, I want everybody to understand that Joe said, I heard him say he was afraid. And look, us guys, we like to be big, tough, strong guys. However, we're getting into that age. It's coming that we can embrace our fear. But I get this real heavy sense, Joe, that you just, for lack of better words, you just put it into the hands of God. You just let it go. Hey, you know, whatever's going to happen, I'm going to see it. But I heard you also say, I want to stay.
Yeah.
Now, I really believe that that kind of sentiment or that kind of intention, I want to stay, is Joe using you, declaring, I don't want to say using, he is God source energy. Joe declaring his God given right or God given gift of life. And he expressed it by saying, I'd like to stay. Okay. Because I know there's a mindset out there that people feel like they're dangling on the strings of a God that gets to call the shots when you actually have a working relationship with this source energy. And your desires are your desires, and your will is to a certain extent a big part of what is going to happen, because you're God's source energy. And the way I see it is it's like a working relationship. Okay, I never disrespect what I feel God is, but I'm never afraid anymore that I'm being punished by a God in some perceived heaven. It's just not like that anymore. I know that I'm always unconditionally loved, and anything that comes in the way of feeling that love is created by me, because we know, and I'd like everybody to understand that source energy is constantly yours. I'm going to give you an example. My daughter said, God bless my children. They think, especially my daughter, that I have some kind of special powers because I'm able to communicate with angels. Okay, I get it. She was raised in a Catholic, there's God up on the ceiling in church, and the angels are up there, and there's that higher power. So she asked me, Dad, do you think it's safe to take my family and go and eat in this restaurant tonight? And because my daughter is an infectious disease control coordinator out near Penn State, and there's another variant around, and she's concerned about infection control and things like that. And I just told her, and I had to teach her, that you have the power to call in the resources of whatever you believe is going to help you. And if you believe the angels are there to help you, use the angels. Now, whether you believe in angels, boogeyman, Jesus, Buddha, I don't care. But it's that belief that you are God's source energy that is going to help you in every facet of your life. And I'm encouraging everybody to start feeling and thinking like you're God, because in essence, I don't know how far you want to take this, you are. Some people feel like that would be a blasphemous thing. But after listening to the stream and Abraham and C and so many streams of consciousness, which we all are. I mean, Deb, you, for example, I've never seen anyone go through darkness, and in the time of darkness, be grateful at the level that I've seen coming from you. Deb is a stream of consciousness, just like everyone walking the planet. Okay? And we learn these things from each other, but all I know is we have this infinite source of power that is ours. And I'm encouraging people to start using it more with that mindset. Okay? Not in a way that you feel like you could jump off a cliff and fly. I'm not saying that. You know in your heart that there's law of gravity, and that might not work for you, but the day is coming where I feel like we're going to be able to do that. You know, Master Jesus did walk on water, and the day is coming where
I'm trying to talk, and I'm John, and where I was going to try to say we're living in the Jetsons. What's up?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Shit, nothing is freaking. I'm waiting for Astro to pop his head in here.
Rosie, that's happening.
Debbie, I wanted to ask you. I saw Alison wrote something in the chat, but I couldn't, I can't re-see it to read it fully.
Let me bring that up. Let me bring that up. That's really good. And I want to say, John, you're 100% on point. God source energy, and as it flows through you, so as it flows through me. And we are the same. All of us, we all just have different packaging here. So God didn't find somebody more special than somebody else. We're all infinite, beautiful, divine beings. Every one of us deserving to be here and accepted in our full embodiment of who that we are. And Alison says, I feel like these things come up in our lives to bring us back to a place of unconditional love.
And that's what I wanted to speak off of, is that statement, and also John's statement of us having the power of will, the power of choice. Okay, those are all things that we've been given divinely, and I firmly believe that things like what came up for Joe, and what, which is quite common, they come up for us as humans all the time, different situations that cause us either, fear or anger or frustration, or just downright terrifying sometimes. And I feel like I shared this story, and I'll make it very brief, but I shared this story with Deb, and I also shared it with John, that I feel that I personally was so unhappy with who I was for so many years. I mean, for decades, we're talking about. I was too fat. I was ugly. I was this. I was that. And I never found gratitude in who I was. And then comes a time where I lose my top teeth, and not due to the fault of my own, but I lose them. And now I look back at pictures with my children and just other, times and situations, and I'm like, wow, that girl is so beautiful. Why did you not ever see the joy and the beauty in that person? Why did you always knock her down? And just like Alison said, that God does take us through different scenarios so that we can possibly learn the lesson and be able to appreciate what we need to appreciate, but just not on a general level, so we can super appreciate and be in a complete state of gratitude for what and who we really are.
That's grateful beingness, girl, in a nutshell. I just want to, I want to take a minute. There's a lot of deep emotion happening. And we have somebody online watching, and she's in need of a healing, and she'd like some guidance tonight. And I'd love to be able to do that with her. First, I want to do a check-in with Joe and see, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you, John, for taking over there. No,
I imagine it.
See the light on Joe's?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But how are you doing? Good? You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, of course you're okay. That's not what I mean to say. I imagine, you know, something, and I don't imagine, I know for a fact how scary that certain diagnoses can be sometimes. And I know how scary all this can be. But what I also know is that no matter what we're facing, because I have faced a lot, I've had so many surgeries. I swear to God, it's like a walking autopsy that lived. And it's not the first time you all heard me say that. It's like walking autopsy. It's just, I know it's just a vision, isn't it? But the point I'm getting at with this is that it's always an opportunity. No matter what happens in life, it's an opportunity to see things differently. And that's the blessing of life. And the blessing of life is the now. You know, when this first started, I had somebody who I went to high school with, or I don't know, I went to high school with her sister. She asked me a question if I believe in Christ. I believe that we are part of the Christ consciousness, and that I don't believe in ways that I was brought up to believe, but what I do believe is I believe in infinite God. I believe in an infinite love that soars through each one of us. And that sometimes we get faced with our own mortality so that we can begin to appreciate that which is within us and stop looking outside of us to try to fulfill something that's only fulfillable by our interconnection with God source energy, or whatever you so choose to call God. Yes. It's not relevant. It's relevant. You're just at one with Creator and allowing it to flow. So, but all experiences are an opportunity for this. All experiences. Doesn't matter how small or big that you think they are. And in fact, they're all just an experience. Nothing's worse or that than the other even. Kind of feels like it going through it sometimes, and when you're in that moment, but more and more I get to say in that moment, do I want to keep doing it that way, or do I want to do it a different way, because this isn't getting me the result I want, or don't want, not want. It's just not what I want, period. I know the want thing is a thing. It trips me up all the time. What's up with that? So I want to appreciate you guys, and we're going to raise the vibration now. We're just going to raise it on up. Spark the GVIBE. And how we're going to do that really quickly is think of something that just think of a word that describes Debbie G.
Okay.
One word.
Fun.
John.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got
one
the right word.
One word.
Deb, inclusive. It is inclusive.
This thing's supposed to make it stick better.
Authentic's also coming up for you.
Thank you, Joe.
Love.
Okay, here's what I got to tell you. You can't know
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, I said.
I was going to cheat and say gratitude, but that's too easy.
So, okay, so here's the dealio. You all can't know it because if there's no reference within yourself, you can't know that about someone else. So spark the GVIBE. You are that in which you see. Now, really quickly, and then let's get into a reading for Kayla. Actually, I really like that, but I think I'll do this one instead. Anyway, I just think she's rad. Her name is Ladiva. Ladiva.com. You guys go check her out. She's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, yeah. She was great.
I love her. Okay. Here. Oh, do the one. Wait, what, Lizzie? What do you want me to do?
Do the one that you used to open all the shows with.
Which one? You want me to do the one I used to open? This one?
know, the one with the guy with the long hair.
David
And
Reed. David Watson.
no,
No?
it was whatchamacallit? Who's the group that used to play all the time? He wrote a book. Oh my goodness.
He wrote a book.
He wrote a book and used to have him on all the time.
Ellie knows. Ellie, oh my God.
Yes,
Ellie,
that's it. Truth Seeker.
She's a gratitude.
Oh, Truth Seeker. Yeah.
All right. Ellie, she's like the gratitude experimenter extravaganza. She is one of the alchemists out there. Hey, all right. I'll get some Truth Seeker ready. Let's roll it. Let's roll it over here. We've got Bob Nancy waiting for us. And before we've got Bob Nancy, we have Kaylee. So I'll let John and Meagan, Joe, and Liz take this one. And I'm going to get some Truth Seeker. I know exactly which one to play too.
So who are we reading for first?
Kaylee?
Kayla. She needs.
Can you bring her name on the screen?
I sure can.
Thank you so kindly. Hello, Kayla. You guys, you want to go first or may I go first?
You may, see.
Thank you. Lisbeth, is that okay with you too?
Definitely, dear. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. I pulled some cards while we were talking. And so I think it's interesting that this is all coming up. And I'm going to show you everything that I've pulled and I feel drawn to. Well, here you are. So the first card I'm getting is playfulness, being just for fun. And I love this. And this is for Kayla, but it's also for the collective, anyone that connects with the reading that I'm giving right now. If you find resonance with it, then it is also for you. Success, honor your gifts. I love this. And okay, so is this her deck? Yes, this one. All right, so there's other cards, but the ones we're looking at right now are in listening, paying close attention. So Kayla, I feel very strongly that you have, they're saying amazing empathic skills. Yeah. They're talking about honoring your gift. For you right now, they're talking about your, oh, that's interesting. They're bringing me to my ears. So clairaudience. I feel that you do have a strong ability for clairaudience, although we all have all the gifts. We can develop whichever ones we want. But I'd be interested to know if you ever hear things. But I know that with a time constraint, with having a conversation back and forth wouldn't really work. But anyway, so you can always let me know later if that resonates. And they're talking about the playfulness, the way for you to develop and for you to hear spirit on a more frequent, a more regular basis is for you to just play, to relax and let go of all the worries and the concerns of the day. And I feel like I feel like you have children and you're always like, and again, I can't like validate that with you, but I'm feeling that. So that's what I'm feeling, that you have, that you're always looking over or overlooking and you're concerned, and I feel like you're always wanting to make things okay and to manage things, but Spirit's saying to relax and just to be have fun. Yeah, that's what they're saying, to just have fun, because you have a lot of gifts and a lot of goodness and a huge, beautiful, big heart and infinite potential, but you worry too much, and so they're inviting you to let that go and play and listen. So that's what I've got for you today. Thank you kindly.
Oh, I like that.
Lizzie, go ahead.
Okay. Well, as C was speaking, I was given the vision of a stone walkway, and there's about 10 or 15 stones in this beautiful garden. Okay. And each step is another part of life. And sometimes there's some dirt on our stones, or there might be some things that we don't want there. But each stone is a brand new start. And you're never stuck. And I have a feeling that you feel really stuck. And this is a message letting you know that you're not, okay? Every time you make a change and every time you decide to make a new choice or do something different, it's really a new start, and nothing needs to pull you down or hold you down. You really can go ahead and do anything you want, dear. Thank you.
Thank you, baby girl. I resonate with that totally. Hey, Kayla, let us know how that's resonating. John, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, sure. Kayla, first card I picked for you is what I call a Mother Earth heart card. And I'll just tell you what it's about. It says successful. The very thing you battle with is the key to your mission, purpose, and success. We all have something to overcome. As we meet the challenge, we fulfill our purpose and success. So you are being guided to recognize and appreciate how you got to where you are. As much as you feel that it was a rough past or not perfect, you've accumulated so much knowledge and wisdom that will help guide you into the future. And the other card says, look forward. Okay, first thing is you must forgive yourself for what you didn't know. You didn't know what you didn't know in the past. You handled it the best way you could. So there is an element of unconditional self-compassion that you must lay in front of you with the past, okay? If you feel like you made mistakes, okay, but forgive yourself. Don't hold yourself accountable, especially with saying things like, oh, I'm such a dumbass, I'm a klutz. I think you get what I'm saying. When you hold yourself in judgment, okay, you pull yourself down in vibration. Your creator wants you to be joyful, stay up in higher vibration so that the gifts that want to come to you so abundantly can get through, okay? They're blocked. Listen, the source energy always is with us, always. Source, and I love that the stream says this, wants to pamper us, okay? But source can't get through to us if we're constantly in judgment, okay? So appreciating yourself, finding something to appreciate in anything for the past, okay? Yeah, that was rough on me, but I got through it. You see the change in mindset? Instead of saying, oh, I was such an idiot, or feeling victimization for what happened, okay? Feeling like you're a victim. Shift that mindset into, hey, okay, that might have been pretty rough on me. I was afraid. I might have did things that I'm not too cool about today, but that was the way I handled it then. I need to be compassionate and forgive myself and to move on. This will open up your world going forward, Kayla. Okay? And I want you to know that the other side of this card, I just intuit. And this is the words that are coming are like this. You're the heart, or you're the apple of God's eye. Okay? God wants you to, Source wants you to find this much joy and appreciation in what you have going on now, which will open up doors to the future for you. Okay? And like it said in the beginning, the very thing you're battling with, okay, be compassionate with yourself about that. Okay? When you do that, I'm feeling this and I'm willing to show myself some compassion and acceptance. Okay? The minute you do that, you open up the doors to abundance and God's infinite abundance that wants to come to you. But it's through self-compassion and acceptance that you get there. You have to let go of the past and what you perceive you did wrong. While you keep perceiving that you messed up, you're in what we call judgment. And the guidance here is to help you to understand that you must get out of judgment of yourself and others. Okay? I can't say it any plainer than that.
I just want to say, so you guys heard John, and I'm just going to give confirmation. So you're facing duality. We're always facing duality. John was talking about that. Here's the thing with duality. You cannot have the dark without the light. Without your dark, you wouldn't know your spark. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. And you know it.
Sparky.
And you know it. John said, go with the flow.
Yeah, it's really interesting too, Deb, because I just pulled a card while John was talking, and he spoke of wisdom and of abundance, and I got that.
Ooh.
And the affirmation of that is, I am aligned in the divine wisdom of the universe, and it flows through me in abundance. So that's just an exclamation point on what John was talking about too.
And and you've got friendship here. But like John and like Meagan were saying, and now with Joe, your inner guidance, you are your own best friend. Thing is, we keep looking outside of ourselves thinking we're going to find the thing that we think we don't have, when actually we have the thing that we are looking for. It is within us, but yet we want to give that power away and try to think it's from someone else. And when it's not happening, all of a sudden, and let me tell you, I fully get that, but it's not even necessary because you, girl, are ready to go. And how do we implement the things? Oh, shoot, I got to plug my power in. Listen here. Listen. It's like this. Set your boundaries. How do you set your boundaries? You speak your truth and you quit lying to yourself and don't lie to others. You know what's up. You don't need this, but this is giving you confirmation to know what you need to know to go forward. And you are building your world. Exactly. Hold that up again.
I pulled the same card while you're talking. Boundaries.
Boundaries. Oh, wait. Yeah, here it is. Right here. Yep.
Same one.
Same cards.
Yep.
And no, we don't live in the same house. We're across the United States from each other. Just saying. Here's the most exciting part about this is you loving yourself fully, completely, and embracing who that you are, because you are creation, expansion. You are building your world. So with that, the healing comes in the acceptance, as everyone has said, of loving who you are. As Lizzie was saying. So what I highly encourage you to do from here is to take the confirmation and take the energy and go write down 10 things about yourself that are so awesome, that are so incredible, that, thank you, sweetheart. He plugged in my computer. That go write 10 things about yourself that are amazing. Like, yeah, well, I don't feel like that right now. That's okay. I stayed by myself because I needed to give myself time to learn how to love me and realize I was important. That doesn't mean that you need to leave a relationship. It doesn't mean that you need to go be by yourself. But what it means is to embrace this self that you are in your own aloneness. Go put your feet in the grass and stand there. And then take that list that you've just written with the 10 things on it that you absolutely love about you, and let that integrate and start becoming who you are. Okay? And I hope that you resonated with some of that, my darling. Jody Cortez, I see you. I see you.
I sent you healing as well, by the way. Yes.
Okay. So
I love that exercise that you gave her, Debbie. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
No.
Have I ever shown you guys this? This is my tuning fork.
Okay.
I just hit it and then I put it up here like a unicorn.
I love that.
I swear, it is the awesomest thing ever to just waited right on my unicorn.
Right. And you're right on your third eye. It's right. I mean, that's
On your
just
third eye.
yeah.
Yep.
And you know, it's interesting. You said unicorn, but it sounded like unique horn.
Unicorn.
Unicorn. And I think
Unicorn.
that's powerful too. I just have to mention one quick thing. I called you God. Okay, John. You mentioned
God,
the
John.
apple of God's eye. You said those words, the apple of God's eye, during Kayla's reading. That's a song, the name of the title of a song that I wrote years ago. It was called The Apple of God's Eye.
No kidding.
No kidding. I really
Wow.
yeah.
That is so sweet. So
Yeah.
another couple of things we have going
Yeah.
here is the divine feminine and angelic assistance.
Ooh.
Calling in all angels. And I want to say that we started this tonight with talking about what I call a divine healing. Joe, would you agree or not?
Absolutely.
And I don't know, it doesn't get better than that. It doesn't get better than that. This is it. What can you guys appreciate about your life, where it's at, where it sits right now, this very second? That's so like, wow. What'd you forget to appreciate today? I gotta have something. Let me think. Probably something. Sometimes I just appreciate the fact the shower is working and I'm in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Sorry,
Katie.
Chevy, one of my cats.
I want to tell you all a secret. Joe's never done a reading on live. He's never done a reading, period. That was damn good, Joe.
Oh, thanks.
Joe, it was awesome.
It's popped his
Love that
reading
card.
cherry, man.
It's not by accident that we all had a similar theme in.
Yeah. That's what I thought was really neat too.
You remember Lizzie? And Lizzie, are you there? Is she there?
She just said that she was stepping away, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, she needs to come back. I do have True Seeker, and I am going to play this. This is the message of the hour, is remembering who you are. That's it. Well, and some of us we go through these things with our ego and we totally forget. So would you guys like to hear that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, shit, howdy. Shit, howdy. Oh my God. This is, you guys, this is just so much ridiculous fun. You know why we can get on here and do this?
Why?
Because we can.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's it. Because we can. All right. Here we
Okay.
go.
I am, I am, I am, I am, I am everything, I am everything, I am everything, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I'm everything, I am everything, I am everything, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I'm in everything, I am everything, I'm in everything, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I'm in everything, I am everything, I am everything, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I'm in everything, I am everything, I'm in everything, I am. I am the healing that comes from God, I am the hero, the villain and all, I am the mind that's left in awe, devotee of manly hall, I am the pride before the fall, I am the calm before the storm, I am the soul before the form, I am the child without stressed on, can't explain what I seen, what I saw, battle the junkie that battles withdrawal, I am the promise and I am the call, I am the prayer from under the shawl, I am the eye in the midst of the pyramid, mind of millennials riddled by riddling, I am religion that's practiced by primitive city, remembering God as a memory, I am the blind that now can see, I am the slave that's been set free. I've held devils that once held me. I am you and I am me. And now I hold the mystery, the secrecy of frequency. Ascending up on Calvary, that's how I make my alchemy. I am, I am, I am, I am. I'm in everything, I am everything, I am everything, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. I'm in everything, I am everything, I'm in everything, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. I'm in everything, I am everything, I am everything, I am.
I'm involved in and the resurrection, the desolation and restoration, the purification of defecation, the pure frustration of destinations, the years of patience beyond replacement. Take this however you want to take it. I am the Father and I am the Son. They're both in me. I'm 3 in 1. I'm the end before it begun. I'm the earth, but yet I'm the sun. I am physical and spiritual all at once. I am the bullet and I am the gun. That voice in your head saying let's go to war. On the other hand saying let's give it all to the Lord. That organism leading you to the source, that encore, but need no more words. The architect of the Nazca. I am deep within ayahuasca. I'm the beat within many mantras. I cease to end, I am conscious. I'm the pickaxe of the sky caves. I'm the many acts that got men saved. I'm the many reasons to give thanks. I am the empty seasons that break chains. I am all things to all men. I'm a song sang by the psalmist. I'm the astral plane, I'm all bliss. I am the seventh heaven where all is. I'm the silence when the song is. My story is God's, it's all his. All glory to God, I'm all his. I am nothing without Christ, Christ, Christ.
I am, I am, I am, I am. I'm in everything, I am everything, I'm in everything, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. I'm in everything, I am everything, I am everything, I am. I am the heart of the human race. I am the frequency that you embrace. I am entirety, I am inside of me, I am inside of you. I am the irony hiding inside of these violet vibrancies. I am the silence inside of collider beams. I am of higher things rooted in love, purpose and healing. Yes, I am the one. I am the all and I will become everything I dream. I shine like the sun. Fire will burn you. I am eternal. If you don't know the Messiah, I urge you seek and you'll find. It's deep in your mind, buried beneath the adhesions and lies. I am the sequence of deeper design, hidden and not meant for people to find. I am a soldier with the Lord's regime, a manifestation of greatness who's absorbed the steam. And I am surrendered to the glory king, the word that was at the beginning of his story. Sing. I am, I am, I am, I am. I'm in everything, I am everything, I am everything, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. I'm in everything, I am everything, I'm in everything, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. I'm in everything, I am everything, I am everything, I am.
I am, I am, I am, I am. I'm in everything, I am everything, I am everything, I am. That is Truth Seeker, truthseeker.com, truthseeker.com.
That was amazing, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really was. And we've been on for a minute. So I want to just say thank you to the audience. That was Truth Seeker. Please go look him up and support our local talent and actually local meeting in the United States, because he's not local. He's like in Tennessee or Alabama or something like that. It's not local. Unity. I want to talk about this for a minute. I want to talk about unity. What a lot of you don't know is I've been doing this for almost 5 hours. You probably do know. Now I am working with unify.org. And Saturday, I was blessed to be on the Global Pulse worldwide meditation and speak. And this is 100 million people they've got a month going through their freaking page, man. Crazy shit, right? Like, what? This is so cool. But here's the thing, this is about unifying all of us together. We've got some stuff going on in the world. We don't need to worry about that. We just need to mind our vibe.
Yeah.
Remember, you might be the 100th monkey, and don't forget that it could be you. And that's right, Kim Mao. So I want to share something that came up during the global pulse, and that was, let's think about what is pulse. Pulse is something that's tangible. We can feel it, we can see it, we can use our breath, the essence of life, to ignite it, to ignite the pulse. It's your breath, which is the essence of life. It's like, wow. But we do this with each and every person. Gratitude, of course, is my favorite way to do this. It's Spark That G-Vibe. Joy is gratitude's belly button. Woohoo! And it's true. But the biggest thing right now is for all of us to seriously be pulling together in unity. There is no such thing as race or color or creed. That's all a bunch of made up bullshit. Did you all know that gender is a socialization creation? Socialized gender meaning that it's assigned to us at birth. It's not even male, female, sex. Those are your body parts, but your gender is assigned. And through time, we've seen a socialization of gender, the socialization of what women are supposed to be, what men are supposed to be, what a sex orientation is supposed to be, what anybody is supposed to be, how we view color, how we view race. All of it has been socialized. It's been taught. It's a belief system, and it's time to break that up. And part of breaking that up is standing in strong and saying it's time to unify. And that's what the page is about. Now, I have Unify Women Rising, which is a show we do every Saturday, and all we've been talking about is R&R, rejuvenation, regeneration, renaissance, to regeneration. We are regenerating this world right now as we speak. That's what we're doing. And the message tonight has been, I don't think that it's just clear. Speak your truth, set your boundaries, and just remember to appreciate the time where you're at now, not where you're going to be. Look, you aren't going to be. It's just not going to happen. What do you mean I'm not going to be? What do you mean? But I've been doing all my affirmations and shit. You are. You're not going to be. You are. So stop. Shh. Quiet. And I'm going to, John, Joe, Meagan, who wants to take that from there? Well,
go get me a wambulance.
Wambulance.
Seriously, wambulance. Joe, would you like? Joe, do you know what that is?
The wambulance? Are you kidding me? It circles the house. It's parked in the driveway. What do you mean, do I know what it is?
He's got a bumper sticker on the thing now.
Spirit's laughing too. They tickle my scalp when they do that.
Okay. Grateful optimism.
Yeah.
Joyous view of the future. Okay. Spirit's tickling your brain right now. What's Spirit saying?
They tickle my scalp. They were laughing. They were laughing too. Yeah. The card that they want me to pull, they keep putting it in my hand. So it's self-confidence to stand your ground. But look at that. These are my cosmic cat wisdom cards. So look at that. They put her in between the two. I assume it's a her. I could be wrong, but it feels like a female cat in between these two big dogs. Self-confidence. Stand your ground. I feel like that's must be a thing with a lot of people right now. And that's why they're this card.
Meagan, when I want to share that when I first met Debbie in my birthday last year, she bought me this necklace.
Okay.
If we can see it. Can you see it?
Superman.
It's Superman.
Oh yeah.
And,
Oh,
and the reason I bring that up now is with you showing that card is she explained to me that the reason she gave it to me is to remind me that to have self-confidence when I feel down about myself, and have low self-esteem or self-confidence, to remember you're Superman. So
that's
I just
profound.
thought of that. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that and validating, because that's why Spirit keeps making me go to this card. And I just love that. I love that.
Well, it's true. It's true. We have to remind ourselves of our greatness. And when we're starting out on this journey, sometimes I forget even, and I don't care. Every day I'm starting out. Every day I get up and I start out.
Mhm.
There you go. And God knows I'm serious. Like, I love that about life. But you have to have little reminders. And what can you do in your own life to set yourself a reminder that you not only matter, but like as in the Truth Seeker was saying, I am. I am that I am is the name of God in the book of Genesis. Go look it up.
Yes.
Go look it up. Anything that you put after the I am makes it that.
I am
Now,
that.
I am that. So if I am that, do you want to say something that's derogatory? You want to say something that's going to empower your being?
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you, it's all just simply making a different choice. Like, you get up one day and you start saying, this is me. I'm not going to smoke anymore. John, you know this. You know this is true. I put them down. Now, we did EFT, we did NLP, we did working on different things throughout the time. But when it was done, it was done. It was like, at some point you have to make a different choice if you want a different outcome.
That's true.
But I'm stuck. No, we're not stuck. That's our excuse for not doing the thing that we don't want to do. Oh, can I just say a big hello to Nicholas Ashley? Kill the ego, lack of confidence disappears. I love you, Nick. Hey, Nick, if it weren't so late, I'm just going to send him an invite anyway. And if good old Nick, you guys, Nick is just such a cool person. Grateful optimism, gotta say. I love that. Kill the ego. Kill it. No, but actually the ego also serves its purpose. Without your dark, you wouldn't know your spark. So there's a purpose for every single solitary thing that happens on this planet. John, I see it. I see it boiling. It's ready. You've been stirring. And it's coming forth. Just saying. It's coming. It's coming.
Look what pops out here. Feel good.
I feel good.
I knew that
I would now.
Inner child.
Beautiful. Rebirth.
Tune into what feels good and act to the best you are capable, and you will fulfill your destiny. Feel good emotions are the common thread that weave all advantages and opportunities to you. And you'll discover giving it your all comes natural when you're doing what feels good. I ain't saying nothing. I'm letting everybody feel into that.
I feel good. I knew that I would.
So think about when you're stuck in a moment that you don't know what to do. Should I work? Should I go outside and take a breath? I'm just trying to bring up hypothetical situations that you could use this awareness. So anything in the moment that would make you feel good, okay, in a healthy way, I'm not encouraging people to do anything to themselves that might hurt them in the way of substances or anything like that. I'm saying anything that would make you feel good in the moment, okay, in a healthy way. If you do that, you'd be doing it out of a place of love, and it can never be wrong. Okay, so if that means taking a break for 5 minutes from your job, well, when you run into a situation where you don't know what to do, drop into your heart and what would make you feel good in the moment. Whether it's doing something for yourself, performing an act of kindness, always look to self first. Can I be kind to myself first? Is really where I'd like everybody to start. And if I can do that, and then if I could spread that to another, I promise you, it's always anything from a place of love. Anything done from a place of love can never be wrong. So that's what feeling good is all about, because feeling good is a high vibrational awareness. Feeling joy, looking at a tree, a squirrel, a dog, a cat, petting an animal, appreciating a cloud. I don't give a goddamn how simple you think or how mundane you think it is. But any awareness of something that you can be joyful in the moment raises vibration right away. And why do you want, guys, tell me, why do you want to raise vibration? Give me something on that.
Oh, Mr. Carter.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Check it out.
Why do we want to raise vibration?
Well, that right there, that's why.
That's why.
Because it feels better. It feels good. It is a space of joy, and we raise the vibration because that's where the lightness is.
And also that I know that when I raise my vibration, not only am I feeling joy now, which is always now, but in my next now, that'll attract something wanted when I'm focused on the wanted now and in the joy now. So I'm like paving the way. I think Abraham talks about like paving the way for myself. Vibration.
Well, that is true. No, but you're right about that, because I was thinking about that. Even with food like that we eat, that in and out you ate like 3 days ago may not show up on the booty for like 4. It takes a minute. It's the same thing. Everything that we do today is going to affect our tomorrow. It's going to affect our next second. Period. I love that you just said that.
Yeah.
And by the way, I want to do a shout out. I have posted into the chat links to work with beautiful Meagan Michael and John Thaddeus Fiore.
Thank you, Deb.
Oh, if you want to work with me, I'll post his. I'll say hi. But fair warning. No, I'll post a link. Fair warning, though. If you're going to work with me, I'm not. I'm only available for those that are ready to get down and dirty into their stuff. We won't be talking about he, she, or it, or the person that did whatever. We're going to be talking about how do we love ourselves fully and infinitely. Hey, Joe, do you have any messages that you want to give before that we start heading out here?
I thought about what John was saying with the high vibration, and that's where, that's when you're in your high vibration, that's where all your positive energy comes from too. But I think we all are human, and we do get low in that low vibration from time to time, and we have to be good with that. It's just not spending too much time down there. That's where the learning occurs, though, and then figuring out how to get back out of that and learn from that and get back into joy, because that's where we need to be. I think is important. That's really all I had to say. And The last thing, I was just shuffling the deck here, and then I just thought to turn the deck over. And for me, this is what it was about tonight. And I want to thank all of you for this. Soul healing.
Soul healing. Oh,
That's
And
great.
my last one is miracles.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah. Miracles. And
I
my
have
cute
two
new
last-
pink. Let me see. Oh, I want to see.
I have two last ones. Everything came out in the beginning, and as we've been unfolding, that's when I pulled them. And so this came out when John was talking about the heart
Yeah.
awakening. All right. It says breathe into the heart knows, illumination. And this whole thing has been so heart centered. And this is what they're saying is the for all of us right now for this show, harmonize in the now. Chevy agrees. You can hear him meowing. And it says sync with the rhythm and wisdom of the universe, which is exactly what we all did when we joined here today. For all of us here on screen, all of us there outside, because what is that song again? I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I am. Seriously. And John, why is frequency important?
Frequency is important because it is the opening channel to allow source energy to get to you. Like I said before, it's always available to you, but if we are in constantly, remember now, self-compassion, like Joe said, it's okay to be down there. That's where you learn, but you want to work on getting out of there pretty quickly to the best of your ability. But Deb, the question again about source, about
Frequency?
say again, frequency. Yeah.
Yeah, you had asked us why is frequency important. So I am asking you, and you just told us why frequency is important, and I love that.
Because it
And
lets God in.
Let's God. Ooh,
It lets God in.
frequency is important because it lets God in. Damn, that was good.
Easy to understand that way.
I fully get that. Well, I think it's safe to consider that we have had a really fun time here. And we're going to do another Spark the GVIBE Sunday. We were just rolling it. So watch for that. Watch for Unify Women Rising. Watch for Cup of Grata coming up. Shiny, 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 shiny. And if anybody's interested in being a partner with Unify, you can always reach out to me and let me know. There's going to be exciting stuff coming up. I'm telling you all. But right now, the exciting thing is happening here.
Right here.
And thank you. Well, thank you, Nicholas Ashley. He says, it's nice to see you back. Thank you. It's nice to be back. I belong. This is what I love to do right here. So whoever's watching now or in the replay, I hope you've heard today whatever it is that needed to be heard, that you needed for yourself. You know, I'm just grateful to be here. Period. This is just such a beautiful space, and spirituality gone wild. I'm telling you what, kick it up, because we're about to kick up some dust, like hardcore. You know, really, and have some fun. And remember to go support Truth Seeker. Oh wait, Lizzie's back. Hold on, she's gonna say something. She's gonna say something.
Her word.
Aha. Hello. Lizzie.
Yes, dear.
Was that you, Liz, with that music?
No, that wasn't me. That would be Miss Debbie G, I'm sure.
Gee. Wait, what's that? What?
You're a nut.
Look, life's too short not to be a nut. If you can't be yourself,
True.
then what the hell? You know,
God bless you.
Listen, you know, I remember days when I loved Halloween. You know why I loved Halloween? Because I could be a Tinker Fairy or a Black Widow or whatever the hell I freaking wanted. One year I was a love bug because I loved making myself into something I'm not, just because it was kind of fun. And then I realized that You can be whoever you want to be any day you want to be it. Period. Whatever that needs to look like. I was about to say, just be yourself. We've played dress up long enough. Is what I guess what I'm saying.
Yes.
You've played dress up at Halloween. Pull the fucking masks off. Stop bullshitting yourself. And I don't know who needs to hear that, but rip the suckers off. Quit being afraid of what's behind them, because that's where the beauty is. The beauty is what's behind them. You know, and believe me, I show up in all my mess and unapologetically. Do I not, Joe?
Yes, dear.
We all show up in all of our mess.
Very
The
smart,
difference,
very smart man.
if I can accept me and all of my mess, well, he was, yeah, I'd agree. And I was smart cookie too. And I think we're all pretty intelligent.
I use that term often myself, though. Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
What's an intelligent? Yes, dear. He does not actually talk like you. Don't say yes, dear to me. You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. I first of all, I can't stand that. Yes, my dear. Or what? Oh, that's not what you.
No.
Okay, honey.
No.
No.
None of that. None of that.
Well, you're lying down, okay, honey.
It's my love. That's what you don't.
No. God. I just no. I don't need no. Just a thank you, or just a sure. I'll do that. I don't need any. I'm good. I'll explain.
Ambulance.
It's parked outside.
Did you just call? Did you just, Lizzie? Did you call an ambulance on me?
Ambulance.
Ambulance. No, Joe. You know what? Well, look at here. You know, I haven't broke out Rosie in a long time, and I was thinking about Rosie the other day. Victim emergency, but her cat.
Oh man, Deb, remember when we actually like put that kit together in our minds? We were going to put in tissues and
for your issues,
wipe your tears, and a quarter to call someone. Yeah, it was really good.
Oh yeah, tissues for your issues. A hemorrhoidal pad to put your butt hurt ass right down on. Here's a notepad to write all the shit down about the person you hate right now who did this to you. And seriously, but you know how come we could create it? Because we've been it. That's why.
Yeah.
And it is no doubt on anybody that's ever sitting there thinking that somebody's doing something to them. And it's a really hard pill to swallow when you realize, oh shit, I did this to me. Oh, hell yes. Ellie, oh my God. Remember, Lizzie, ready? The toys from Ellie, from Michael's.
Oh, from Michael's. Those were absolutely unadulteratedly hysterical. And yeah, that probably got like demonetized somewhere, that live we had.
I've never seen anything. Those bananas, I'm telling you, they were wrong.
What's happening, John?
They were so
when I went
wrong.
to Michael's, no, Deb, when I went to Michael's the next day and I'm like, hi, do you guys have the long squishy things that you can put in your hands? And they looked at me like I was actually crazy.
And Ellie comes on and she's actually, I can't, you know what? We'll just have to have Ellie back on and bring those beautiful toys that I hope you still have. Because, you know, hey, oh my God.
The purple grapes were the best. It was a purple grape. Like, that was hysterical.
Oh God, my gosh. Okay, that's how you raise the vibration. See, we're laughing at something and you guys are not even know. You don't even know what we're laughing at, but I guarantee that you're laughing just because
it feels good.
It's just, yeah.
Well, Deb, that's because it was like a girls' night Friday or something when we did it.
They were what? Squishy.
Oh, it's called like Freaky Friday or something we did.
Oh yeah, it was Freaky Friday. What were those squishy bananas?
Yeah, they were hysterical. Yep, and Ellie got them because she was working at Michael's at the time, and she found them. It was hysterical.
Yeah, I'm looking here, and I'm not seeing them. I'm
pretty sure, Deb, they probably took them off the market It was not a children's toy as described.
No, actually, it should have been a toy for the pleasure company, but I think that was the one that didn't make it. I'm pretty sure. Oh God.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh Lord, no. She has the finger somewhere. There was a finger. There was this finger, and it was a squishy.
That big, gigantic finger that belonged to like, I don't know, Cro-Magnon man somewhere, like Freddie Flintstone's finger.
It was it was a pretty fat, ugly finger.
I have a hot dog. I do not have a finger. I have a squishy hot dog.
Dear God, see, you are honestly one of us.
So one of us.
There we
That
go.
is so wrong. It's right. Thank you. Thank you for that. This New York girl appreciates that.
I'm going to tell you what, Willis.
Hey, by the way, don't ever eat hot dogs. I was talking to this guy, and he said Tony finally retired from the hot dog factory up in the Bronx. You don't want to eat hot dogs, okay? Let me just leave it that way. All right. I'll leave you with that.
I'm going to believe you. I'm going to believe you. I'm going to believe you. So we really are. We are going to go. So we're going to say good night, John Boy, and good night, Mary Ellen. And for those of you who are not old enough to remember,
Good night,
like
kids.
Lisbeth does not remember. Do you remember the Waltons?
Yes, I do, because my aunt used to have it playing on in the living room, and I used to pretend that they were actually saying goodnight to me because nobody ever said goodnight to me. So it's pretty sad.
Aw, that's cool though.
I used to reply back. I did. It was kind of funny.
That's actually stinking hilarious. Well, we're going to be doing this.
I love it.
Oh my God. That's
Good night, guys. I love you all.
Good night.
Hi,
I love
Lizzie.
you.
Thank you so much for the invitation, Debbie. This has been amazing. And it's a pleasure meeting you, Joe and Lisbeth and John. My
Likewise.
brother. It's always great to hang
It
out
was
with
fun.
you. And I would love for you to be on my show sometime, Debbie. I just love working with you. And I'm really honored for tonight. I had a great time. So
Thank you.
all.
Yeah, you guys, you can work with see Meagan Michael right there. It's in the chat. You can also work with John. It's in their chat. And I don't have a link in there, but I mean, Jesus, if you can't find me, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, really, I'm all over the place. I'm easy to find. You know, Debbie G. Sliker for gratitude, or Garcia, but I think it's for gratitude now. I think I've changed my name.
You have.
Well, you know what I mean. The G. I kept the G. I kept the G like that. I did it. I actually do Debbie G. Sliker now. I really do. My middle name was Ann. Now it's Debbie G. Sliker because I like Debbie Gratitude. I think that it's fitting. So, all right, you guys. Thank you. And I know it's really late back there. I keep looking at the time. I mean, what is it, going on 10?
It's all good.
It's all good here.
John?
It's all good.
I love you. I love you
Love you,
tremendously.
Deb, Joe.
I love you.
See?
I love you. Love you guys.
See, I'd like to, help you out with Meagan Boo any night this week, kid. If you want to pull cards to raise, I know you got to get that apparatus to help her up. We could pull cards and do some readings to get some scratch together.
I'd love that. Thank you so much, John.
All right.
Well,
Good night, kids.
Let's do that. We will reach out and we will talk about
Debbie,
that.
Thanks for setting this up. Very nice of you, sweetheart.
I
Joe, I'll
love
see
hanging with you
Peace be
guys.
with you, brother.